Let's be honest, some kids' toys are pretty weird. You'd never expect kids to play with something as strange as this, but yet here we are. Stay tuned to hear about one of the grossest toy trends that will take over toy stores in 2018. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to The Things. Now let's check out 10 weird toys kids will actually love.
Do you want to be a DIY expert? Check out our friends at Crafty Hackers. They have the best hacks, crafts, and everything DIY. Watch their videos for the best household tricks, DIY decor, and fun recipes. If you love making crafts with your friends or just trying new things, they have everything you're looking for. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any awesome hacks and crafts.
Slime. Let's start with one of the latest trends that took over the entire internet in 2016. They call it the slime economy, and it became so popular, kids are actually making it and selling it themselves. But this weird toy made of glue, water, and borax is also used as a tool to relax and de-stress. It might seem weird and totally unappealing to someone that doesn't particularly enjoy slimy and sticky stuff, but we're telling you, you'll be hooked. Slime is stretchable, it's pokeable, and it can come with thousands of different types of colors. This phenomenon is extremely popular with kid Instagrammers. However, it's no stranger to YouTube influencers and practically anyone that's keeping up with the latest trends. And you can blame Mattel, the creators of the original slime, and even back when it was crowned as the grossest toy ever. Of course, that would make it perfect for kids. Once people realized how easy it is to actually make this strange putty, they started experimenting with different types and colors. You can make cloud slime, butter slime, classic slime, and even foam slime, which comes with styrofoam beads. The options are endless, and we promise that every kid will actually fall in love with it. Feisty pets. When you see a plush toy, you automatically expect it to be soft and cute, but that's not the case with feisty pets. Well, they are soft and cute, but only until you squeeze them. Then they turn into this completely weird toy that's actually pretty funny. We can imagine a couple of kids out there that would have a real fun with this toy and scare their family members. They come with funny names too. There's Glinda, Glitter Poop, Sammy Sucker Punch, and plenty of other choices out there. Glinda's a perfect unicorn, and Sammy's the best dog ever. They're also the most perfect collectibles ever. Imagine giving this to someone and not telling them that they totally change their face when you squeeze them. It's the most amazing prank ever. Seriously, this is the type of toy we'd definitely play with, and we have a feeling we're not the only ones. Sure, it's weird, but we all know kids love weird stuff. There's no wonder they call these feisty pets. Just check out the face they make. You probably wouldn't want to mess with them, would you? But it would be fun to mess with other people with these amazing toys. Just don't squeeze them too hard when you cuddle them at night, or they might go from nice to totally feisty. Furby. Let's be honest, Furbies are weird toys you actually end up loving after a while. Sure, they might be annoying, they might never turn off, and they might even wake you up at night. But hey, it's all in good fun. Furbies were invented in 1998, and they were one of the first robotic toys that can be trained and interact with you. Well, sort of trained. Furbies just kind of do their own thing, but they do allow you to feed them. The very first Furbies were around until 2007, and then brought back several times before the ultimate comeback in 2016. Just look at these adorable creatures. They dance around, they're friendly, and they'll even uncontrollably giggle when you try to tickle them. Their voice might be weird, but trust us, you'll end up totally loving this furry toy. And since the new Furbies also connect to various apps and allow you to feed and play with them through the app, they're totally in sync with modern technology. So once you get past the part that they just look completely weird, you're guaranteed to fall in love with these furry funny creatures. What do you think? Is it a yay or a nay for Furbies? Creepy crawlers. Just the name itself makes this toy weird, but it's not what you think it is. Creepy Crawlers is a classic toy from the 70s that made a comeback in the 90s after popular demand. This strange toy set is made of an oven and several molds that look like bugs. You then take that substance called plastic goop from that mold, pop it in the oven, and you'd get a so-called creepy crawler. If done correctly, these toy bugs would be slightly sticky, which would allow you to throw them against the window and then watch the bug make make its way down, almost as if it's alive. You could also get several mold sets, including fighting men, dragons, flowers, and even Peanuts characters. Since kids love to make new exciting things, as demonstrated by the slime trend, we have a feeling that many would actually love the creepy crawler sets. It's almost like you're 3D printing your toys, which is incredibly cool. Sure, these are bugs, but think about all the possibilities. We know there's at least one kid out there that could turn their creepy crawlers into a pretty successful business and probably have a lot of Instagram followers because of these weird toys. Let's make it happen. Glo Worms. You thought Furbies were weird. These were an actual craze back in the day. Yep, these are plushy worms that kind of look like humans in a nightgown. They even come with an adorable nightcap. And the best part? Their faces glow in the dark and play lullabies when you squeeze them. Sure, a worm wasn't exactly an appropriate choice for a toy, but hey, in today's world, kids absolutely love creepy, weird stuff like this. Glo Worms became popular in the US in 1982. They were known as the cuddliest nightlight ever, and we have a feeling they'd still be called that today. Isn't it pretty cool? It's a snuggly toy, a nightlight, and an actual plush worm at the same time. These worms became so popular, the company behind them later introduced a glow worm crib light, and even a worm-themed board game. We're not sure what's weirder, a plush worm toy that glows in the dark or a worm-like crib light. You could also get the miniature versions of these strange worms and turn them into collectibles. The options were endless. Well, that is if you like toy worms. Seriously, what's with kids and their love for strange toy worms and bugs? We bet there are still kids that would love to snuggle up with this light-up worm today. Puppy Surprise. Kids once loved this toy, so why wouldn't they love it now too? Sure, it'll probably be a bit outdated, but we're sure there's an app that could fix that. How many of you remember Puppy Surprise? It's a toy that taught kids all about how puppies are born. Well, sort of. This toy consisted of a big dog, which had tons of different colors, as well as a Velcro. When you opened it up, you'd find actual plush puppies inside, and that's not the actual surprise. Sure, seeing puppies is exciting, but this toy was all about how many puppies you actually got. The best part about this toy was that you were able to get 3, 4, or 5 baby puppies. The puppies also came with different outfits and differently colored hair. Of course, kids that only got 3 puppies complained, so the toy company started selling the puppies separately. Trust us, you didn't want to be the kid that got only 3 puppies in the litter. But the point is, no matter how weird this toy is, we know there are kids that would actually be totally fascinated by finding a little extra toy inside. Not to mention that the mommy dogs were super funky. Cabbage Patch Kids. Cabbage Patch Kids might be a weird toy we used to love in the 90s, but did you know that they have an even bigger history? This popular toy actually had a song to go along that explained the origin behind the Cabbage Patch Kids. And according to this song, the Cabbage Patch Kids are children that were born without parents. They're obviously born at a cabbage patch, but they need to get adopted soon because otherwise they'll be kidnapped by a business owner that lives nearby. And he wants to turn the Cabbage Patch Kids into slaves. We're not kidding you. That's the actual backstory. But aside from that, these cuddly dolls were extremely popular in the 90s. By 1990, people have adopted over 60 million of these strange dolls. They have definitely been the most loved dolls ever, and we have a feeling they'd still be popular now, even though they might have a slightly weird origin behind them. What's best about them is you can also collect them and see just how many Cabbage Patch Kids you can officially adopt, aka purchase. It's an interesting concept that would definitely be just as entertaining today, but we bet modern technology can make these kiddos look even better. Pachi Clappy. Okay, this one is just absolutely hilarious. We have a feeling any parent will regret buying this strange toy for their kid when they realize just how annoying it actually is. But hey, that's what it's all about, right? It might have a funny name, but Pachi Clappy is one of the most glorious toys ever. It's known as Japan's favorite artificial clapping device. That's right, you can now have a toy do the clapping for you. The toy is very simple and comes with an adorable but slightly weird face, 2 hands, and a trigger button. Just press the button and this strange toy will clap until you tell it to stop. You can even control how many claps you want it to do. We have a feeling there are a couple of sarcastic kids out there that will definitely know how to give this toy the sense of humor it deserves to have. What's even better is that this toy's mouth will open only when you press the trigger button. A perfect toy for someone that does a lot of clapping, or just someone who can't be bothered. Seriously, this one is one of our favorites and only 2 other toys can top it. Tamagotchi, a virtual animal. Sure, it might sound weird, but also, yes please, Tamagotchi came back, and if you haven't tried it yet, you absolutely have to. This digital pet phenomenon dates back to 1996, where the first toys sold more than 40 million units worldwide. It's really strange to be able to have a pet on a keychain, but yet here we are. To make the Tamagotchi survive, you need to feed it, play with it, clean up after it, and in general take care of it. And if you don't, you won't be able to get a new one. You only get one, so it's important to keep it alive and well. It might be a lot of responsibility for a kid, but we bet there still are kids out there that would love to have a virtual pet like this one. And not just kids. We're sure that there are plenty of adults that would want to play with Tamagotchis again. Of course, you can now get a new Tamagotchi, which is still fairly the same, except a little bit smaller. All you need to do is pull the tab, bring it to life, and keep it alive. Sounds simple, right? Poop. Since the poop emoji became so popular in 2016 and 2017, Gizmodo was crowned 2018 as the year of Poop Kids toys. As weird as it might sound, we're pretty sure there are toys out there kids would love, even if it means they'll be playing with fake poop. Seriously, nothing surprises us anymore when it comes to kids, from slimy stuff and bugs to straight up poop. But it seems that the toy makers are catching on this strange trend because plenty of people created some really impressive toys and pay a tribute to your number 2 activity in the bathroom. Sounds pretty gross, right? Our favorite strange toy in the poop category is definitely the Don't Step in It toy by Hasbro. This game is all about being careful because if you're not, you'll step in fake poo. You get to put on a blindfold, have your teammates spin the spinner, and whatever number you get on the spinner, that's how many steps you need to take on the Don't Step in the mat. Of course, there's a lot of fake poop on it that you need to avoid. Be barefoot for extra gross points. Sure, it might be weird, but we have a feeling a lot of kids will actually love this one. And that's all for our video. Don't forget to subscribe to The Things and tell us how you felt about this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.